Today, Adrian asked me to talk to you guys a little bit about what is EOS and how does it work? Why does it work? Well, EOS is just a complete system of simple, time-proven tools to help you run a company. You know, when we talk about having an ERP for your inventory or CRM for your sales data, you know, it's just a management operating system to run your company. It's just a set of rules that you use to do that. I think what makes EOS stand out from other management operating systems is its simplicity. You know, Gino Wickman was just a genius at taking lots of information, but boiling it down to really the essence of what was important. And in EOS, you know, what's really important is for a leader to make time for himself to be intentional and not reactive. In doing so, he created a very simple set of tools that, not necessarily easy, but they let the entrepreneur really focus on what's important. You know, one of the things that's really important for any business owner, business leader, is to be able to delegate. And we have a saying in EOS, it's actually a Dan Sullivan term, to delegate and elevate to your unique ability. If you can get yourself doing what you're really best at, you're going to make a bigger impact. There's two real reasons that people don't delegate. One is they don't trust the people that they have to delegate to. And the other is they're just kind of lazy. You know, the first time you delegate, it's a little bit harder than if you just do it yourself. What EOS has in the system is a number of simple tools to help you evaluate your people, think about your people and evaluate them, and then come up with, you know, exactly why they're doing a great job, where they're doing a great job, and what they need to work on, you know, and coming up with those examples and things that you can really communicate to your employees to get the point across of where they need to get better and how they need to do that. If you can develop your people and get your people to where you trust them, then you can delegate, and that's going to free you up to do the more important things and to get all that repetitive stuff done by people other than you. The other thing that EOS does that it's a little bit counterintuitive, but you know, really to be a great leader, you've got to kind of be able to predict of all those things that you could be doing, what are the ones that are going to make the biggest impact on your company? There's several different ways to look at that prediction. One is long-term predicting. What are the big things, the big projects we need to get done this year, maybe this quarter? And then the other thing is, what are you going to do with all that stuff coming at you every day? And we call that short-term predicting. Gino has a saying that, you know, there's 136 things coming at an entrepreneurial leader all the time. And if you just let yourself be reactive and just try to conquer all those things as they come, you'll never get anything done. If you could really take a look at what those things are and then just really tackle 2 or 3 or 4 of those a day and make them go away forever, you're going to be doing a lot better work. The other thing that EOS does that really makes it powerful is it helps us systemize our business. You know, we have a saying in EOS that we want to systemize the repeatable so we can humanize the exceptions. And if we can systemize those things that have to get done, but we don't necessarily have to do them, that frees us up to take care of the really important decisions or things that come up that only we can handle. Every company has something we call a handful of core processes that just, you know, what we're talking about, the things you use to run your company. Things like an HR process. How do you manage your people? Everybody's got to do marketing, you know, branding and getting leads in your company. And once you get those leads, you need some sort of a sales process to close those things and get the work. Now, if you've got the work, you got to do the work. So you have operations processes to do that. And we all have to take care of our money, our accounting processes, and we really ought to pay attention to our customers. You know, we either have an account management process or maybe a customer retention process, something like that. So we decide what those things are that are really important to us, and then we create what we call core processes, which are very high-level documents, not in the weeds, just high-level documents at a high level. How are we going to handle those things in our company? What is going to be our way of doing that business? The last thing I think that EOS is really great about is it focuses on something we call structure. When you look at an org chart, it gives you a little bit on reporting structure, but it's almost confusing because it's got titles in it. And when you have these titles, you're really driving ego and you're driving people problems just by having those titles. In EOS, we get rid of those. We call it an accountability chart. Get rid of the titles. We still have the seats, the blocks. We still have the reporting structure. And we add what every seat is really accountable for. Where are the people in those seats autonomous? Who does what? So we have a document that not only shows everybody who reports to everybody, but you can just take a look at this accountability chart and you can really figure out who you need to go talk to for anything in the company. Who owns what? and it just provides organizational clarity and alignment, and it just makes it so much easier for everyone to operate and communicate with each other. Those are the key points of EOS. There's so much more, but it's really the key to EOS is its simplicity, and it really boils it down, and it really forces an entrepreneurial leaders to use your brain, do more thinking, be really intentional about what you're doing, decide where you're going to go, come up with a plan to get there, and then execute on that. We call that traction. Thank you.